Willie D Live.
ESPN has been writing hit piece after hit piece after hit piece on Shedeur Sanders. They have been really trying to undermine his success. I want to read to you an article in Yahoo Sports where ESPN is facing some backlash, because of their reports, their bias reports against Shedeur Sanders. Let's get over here. We're going to do it like this, do it like that, and share screen. Here we go. So you see, ESPN faces backlash for embarrassing Shedeur Sanders' decision. 9 weeks, and this is an older article, so try to keep up. 9 weeks have already been played in the NFL season, and yet Shedeur Sanders still has not made his debut for the Cleveland Browns. Despite his lack of playing time, however, the 23-year-old quarterback remains one of the most fascinating figures in football. Even though he has not played a single snap as a professional, Sanders is still the talk of the town. This is exactly why ESPN is now facing some backlash as they continue to shine the spotlight on the former Colorado Buffalo star. One former employee has already decided to publicly criticize the network for this decision. After an incredible senior year in Colorado that saw him, among other things, secure the 2024 Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, Sanders fell all the way to the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft. Despite being a potential first-round prospect at one point, no team in the league was willing to use their picks in the first rounds on the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders. The Browns eventually scooped Sanders up as the 144th overall pick. However, it is clear that Sanders has not done enough to prove to head coach Kevin Stefanski that he is ready to make his debut. Former ESPN analyst Trey Wingo recently made an appearance on 92.3 The Fans, the Ken Carman Show. Wingo, who formerly hosted SportsCenter, NFL Live, and Golick and Wingo on ESPN, came on the show to discuss the Browns and their current standing in the NFL. This ultimately led the veteran sportscaster to touch on the Sanders situation. Wingo said he immediately regretted bringing up the subject of Sanders. The show's co-host, Anthony Lima, praised Wingo for playing the role of media ombudsman with your old place before asking Wingo to share his thoughts on ESPN having daily debates about the 4th-string quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Wingo did not hold back. It was embarrassing, he said. They did it because they knew his name would resonate, create some sort of frothing at the mouth when it was based on nothing. There's nothing to suggest that A, he's going to be terrible, or B, he's going to be great. We don't have any data. So it's all just guesswork. It's all just opinions, and opinions are like noses and buttholes. Everybody has one. For what it's worth, I don't have to read that, but for what it's worth, Shedeur Sanders has been promoted to the starting quarterback since the other guy, Dylan, got injured. He's on the sidelines with a concussion. So right now, the job is Shedeur's to have. If Shedeur continues to perform right now, if he goes out and handles his business, he's the man. The job is his. If he goes out and handles his business, the job is his. So all he has to do is continue to play well, and he has a reference point. He can go look at what Tom Brady did when he got an opportunity after he replaced Drew Bledsoe. When Drew Bledsoe got injured, Tom Brady stepped in and took it to the house. He never gave that job up, and he said he went in there with that mindset that I'm not giving this job back. Tom Brady was like, I'm not giving the job back. So it's on Shedeur now to just show up and show out. Hopefully the line will hold up. If that line holds up and give him time to throw, he's going to be okay. If the line folds, then he's going to have problems. But that's the only thing in the NFL. It's just like college ball. If a quarterback don't have a decent line, it don't matter how good he is. He's going to get eaten alive, especially in the pros. There's some bad boys out there on that field in the pros. Them boys is bad. They are the baddest of the baddest, and they are strong. And them boys come running, man, that impact is like getting hit by a car going 20, 30 miles an hour. Those boys will tear your head off out there. So he needs time to throw the ball. And he got to be protected, because if he's not protected, he could end up on the sideline like Dylan. He can end up on the side like he can end up on the sideline like Dylan. And that would be no good, because not only will his play be bad, but he'll mess around and get himself injured. And that's the last thing that he needs, or anybody needs. I know I don't want to see him get injured. I need him to be healthy, stay healthy. I think if he stays healthy and the line holds up, he'll make something happen. He knows that this is it. He knows that the next shot may not come. He knows it. If he goes out there and show up and show out, it's over for him. The thing that I don't like is there's so many vices in place to undermine his success. There's so many people that are in powerful positions that are rooting for his failure. They really want this boy to fail. And all he ever did was be born. All he ever did was be born and be good at what he do. They're punishing him for the wins of his father, not the sins of his father, but the wins of his father. Because all Deion Sanders ever did was win, win, win. The NFL should be kissing Deion Sanders' ass, because Deion Sanders made them a whole lot of money. He made them a lot of money. And I don't remember Deion Sanders being a bad guy when he played football. I don't ever remember Deion Sanders being a bad guy. I don't remember Deion Sanders breaking any laws, breaking any rules, swinging on women, none of that. I don't remember none of that with Deion. All I remember is Deion taking it to the house. Taking it to the house and having fun, playing the game that he loved. That's what I remember about Deion Sanders. And how he made the impossible possible. When Deion Sanders touched that football, every single time he touched that football, you thought he was going to score. Just like when Michael Jordan touched that ball, you always thought he was going to score. When Deion Sanders touched that football, and he was playing defense mostly, you thought he was going to score. When he ran that ball back, anytime they kicked that ball to him, you thought he was going to score. He was that exciting. Even when he didn't score, it was he just running the ball back. Even if he didn't get gain but 10 yards, it was a highlight reel because he was so flashy with it. He made it entertaining. He didn't just run it back. He made it entertaining. And the youngster got some of those same ways. He make it entertaining. He don't just throw the ball down and win and just be like, yeah, good. No, he put it in your face. Now, he's not as flashy as Dion was, but he's still exciting to watch. These dudes, these guys, if these guys were white, man, these guys would be celebrated beyond celebrated. I mean, they'd be all over him. All of the brands be clamoring for him. He'd have so many brand endorsements lined up. It would be crazy. All of this is a result of racism in America, the uncivilized mutts at work. And he got some uncivilized mutts right there in the Cleveland Browns organization that's trying to undermine his success. They're right there in the Cleveland Browns organization also. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust them. If they didn't believe in him, why did they draft him? He's a commodity. Look, man. Oh, he's still there? Look, you know what? We got our quarterbacks, but damn, he's still here. It's like a bargain price, you know. At the very least, man, we can get some views or we get something. Everybody be excited about watching him, and maybe they'll watch to see if he's going to play, and we can sell some T-shirts and woo. You know what? And then you got those sickos that'll be like, let's just get him so we can control him. Yeah, they do that. Let's just get him so we can control him. Let's pick him so we can control him. Let's get him so we can tell him what to do. Where to be, when to be there. Yeah, all of that. I don't trust them. I don't trust the Cleveland Browns organization at all. I don't trust the other NFL teams either for not picking them. I don't trust none of their asses. None of them. I've been beefing with the NFL since Kaepernick started kneeling. I'm beefing. Yeah, I'm still beefing. With him. And I haven't watched the whole NFL game since Kaepernick started kneeling. I haven't set the clock, and I haven't seen a kickoff. I haven't even seen a kickoff since all those years. Even when the Super Bowl comes, I don't even be like paying attention. I don't even know who in the Super Bowl till the game come on. I'm sick of their asses. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of all of them. I don't like how they do the young brothers, man. I don't like how they do them young brothers, man. And I got it, man. These dudes that played the game their entire life. They don't know, they young. All they know is that they're super, super talented. And this is what they do. This is their gift. And, who am I to tell them to don't play the game? Don't pursue, your dream. Who am I to say something like that? I hope they take away more from the game than the game take away from them.